Welcome on in, everyone. We are back, the cousins. This is Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Joe. What is going on, guys?
Hey, so welcome back to the channel. Happy Saturday to everybody. So I love all of our reviews, but when you get to do a brand new company, it's just a great review. Isn't it a good feeling, Joe?
It is a great review, as long as they're putting out good product, at least.
Well said, good sir. Well said. So let's go ahead and break this down for you. So today we are talking about Fellowship Brand. Now oh yeah, show those stickers off. So cool. So they are a brand new company. I think there's been one, maybe two reviews for them thus far. We've had the pleasure of hopping on a video chat with the fellas, getting to know them, talking about all their stuff. Just awesome guys. Here's what I love to see. Been talking with Diego especially, but Brandon as well. He keeps telling me how nervous he is for the review, which I love. That's the time, that's the effort that they put in. They should be a little nervous, which is great to see. So a little bit about the company. They just launched here in 2021. I think more towards the beginning of the year, so a month, maybe two. So this is unbelievable. So Joe and I live about 35 minutes apart. It is a pain in the rear having a channel and living apart, not being able to see each other. So these guys started a company from the ground. Diego is a tattoo artist who lives in California. Brandon owns, right, Joe? Owns the barbershop.
I believe so, yep.
All right. So either works at, but we think owns the barbershop in Florida. So they are a ways apart. And I just said to them, how do you guys do it? And they said a lot of video chatting, which I don't know if we'd be able to pull that off. I know how much we bump heads when we do it this way. I can't imagine owning a company. So, but either way, super excited to get into it with you guys.
Yep. Yeah. So, it's really impressive what they're doing. If we're not mistaken, when you order products from Fellowship, you could be getting some products either being shipped out from Florida or some products being shipped out from California, which is definitely something unique because as consistent as I'm sure they try to make it as close to one another, there's probably a good chance you might get some a little bit of difference in that, which I actually think is pretty cool. But if you are new, and we know that there's a good amount of new guys that have subscribed, and thank you so much for doing so. If you have not done so, please make sure you hit that notification bell so you're not missing any of our future content. And of course, if you're also new, go back and watch some of our previous videos. We got some great, not only reviews, but how-to videos and tips and tricks and all that for you guys to enjoy. But please check out this intro and we're going to be right back. All right, guys. So, when it comes to our reviews, we love really taking some time to talk about the presentation and what a company brings to the table right off the bat. Think about fine dining. Before you eat that great meal, you're always eating with your eyes first because you want it to look so appealing. Well, Fellowship really got out of the gate hot with their presentation, and we cannot wait to talk to you about it. So let's dive right into it, starting off with these bottles of oils. All right, so starting off here with this oil, look at that beauty. Okay.
Such an awesome logo.
So starting from the bottle itself, you got that black with that matte finish there. And you got the black label to go with the white lettering and labels. And what it really stands out and what's going to stand out so much on your shelf, as you can see here, oh, there you go, with that gold on the dropper top there, as you can see there. But man, look how clean that is. And you got the awesome labels there with the sweet, you got the B logo there. As you can see, we mentioned that there's a tattoo shop, a barber. Dude, you get both of those influences in this. And what's really cool here, as you'll see, each scent has its own little logo as well. Very cool. So that is the bottle. And here is the matching balm tin to go with it. You got the gold black with the white. You got the awesome bee there and the Fellowship brand. Very cool. What do you think of those really
Yep.
quick?
Love it. Absolutely love it. The time was clearly put into these. They absolutely stand out on the shelf. And this is going to sound funny, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. I appreciate the fact that these dropper tops work really well. There's not like a fight to suck up that oil, and it comes out just perfectly. I know that's not a big thing, but we use a lot of products and sometimes you have to really fight with it. Again, it's not a big deal. These work really well, which I just appreciate. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the price. So the price is definitely above average,
Mhm.
but it's not unheard of by any means. So for an oil, for a 1 ounce oil, like Joe showed you, you're looking at about $23.
Mhm.
For a 2 ounce balm, just like Joe showed you, you're looking at about $20. And then for a 1 ounce wax, which I'm going to show you at towards the end of the video, you're looking at $18. Now, if you buy a combo oil balm combo, you're looking at 40, which obviously breaks it down to $20 a piece. So again, slightly above average, nothing crazy. Is it worth it to us? Hang out after or hang out for the rest of the video and
Yeah.
we'll give you our opinion on that.
All right. So let's dive right into those next segments and talk about scent, followed by feel and beard. All right, guys. So we have 6 different scents that we want to talk to you about. So we don't want to fly through it, but we want to move a little quick, just so this doesn't turn into a 40-minute video for you guys. But starting off, we're going to be looking on the website for these profiles. So pardon my eye contact, but we're going to start off with a scent that is called the Apprentice. Kyle, if you want to show that off really quick.
Absolutely. There's a little logo with the Apprentice.
Mhm. All right. So one of the things that we mentioned is that we had the chance to talk with Diego and Brandon via Zoom, and one of the things that we did talk to them about was at some point show off what your SEM profile is. Originally, they did not have it on their website. They kind of wanted to keep it a secret, but we really learned that for a customer's best interest, they really should have an idea of exactly what it is that they're going to buy, especially if the items are going to be at a higher price. We are so appreciative that they took that advice and man, did they add it to their site. And please check out their website. Very clean, very fresh. And they added their very own send profile list on the site. So just wanted to give a quick shout out to them for taking that advice from us too.
Right.
So starting off with the Apprentice, we are looking at a masculine aroma with a foundation of teakwood, dark notes of cardamom, and bergamot. And they describe it as for men who really enjoy a cologne-like scent. So Kyle, what do you think, man?
Yeah. Gosh, I'm trying to figure out which one's my favorite. They're all so good. They nailed it. This is definitely a cologne type of scent. It's very distinct, but it's very soft at the same time. It's very manly. I love teakwood, and that dark scent follows it really well. So I'm kind of just getting a smooth, manly, musky, that teakwood type of scent. But it's very manly, but it's very smooth, which I like. Quick little disclaimer here. I got about 6 hours out of all of them, which considering they're not like super strong, which I appreciate, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, and I'm just going to piggyback off. I got about 6, 7 hours myself.
Yeah.
Those scents that hang around, but they don't linger. When you get those scents that linger, you kind of start to get sick of them.
Right.
Not really the case with the majority of these scents.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, I really like the word smooth that you use. I'm going to go ahead and just, again, follow up with you on that. I think you nailed it right then and there. I love the darkness you get from this scent, but you still get a really good freshness that really any cologne should have. You can go dark, you can go light, but at some point you should have some kind of freshness. And I really think that bergamot really helps with it. And that teakwood, it was just, added perfectly. I'm with Kyle. I love teakwood so much. Apprentice is an absolutely great scent.
Right. Agreed.
All right. And then the next scent that we're going to talk about is Purity.
All right.
And for this, we are looking at a fresh and distinct. Purity combines with vanilla and musk with bright highlights of calming lavender to create an unmistakable classic man scent.
Yeah. So I like Purity a lot. Purity is Gosh, it's definitely there. You smell it. It's on the softer side though. I can definitely see that lavender. To me, I get the lavender up front, but then I get those notes of vanilla towards the back. It's very calming. This one I could wear anytime because it is so calming. But I really like it. If you're someone who likes to tone it down a little bit, you love vanilla, you love lavender, two great scents. This is for you.
So, Kyle, before we began, I know I told you that I had a scent out of the six of these that was going to already be added to a potential 2021
Yeah,
top scent. This one
this
is
is
it,
it.
man. And
You
you
wouldn't
actually,
tell me.
yeah, I wouldn't tell you, even though you guessed it, I still didn't confirm or deny it.
That's right. I thought I did. I didn't want to call you out.
Right. Dude, yeah, that lavender that comes up
Nice.
front. If you're not a lavender fan, I'm not sure if this is going to be the scent for you. But even though the vanilla and the musk does kind of come out a little later on, that lavender does hit you a little strong at first.
Hmm.
I'm such a lavender lover. I absolutely love the scent.
Yeah.
I have this written down as a top potential scent already of 2021. Look, guys, I know we're only in February, but you got to start somewhere.
Right.
It's going to take some really good scents to really knock this down for me.
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't, I guessed it at first, but once you said no, I was like, oh, okay, I could see that. But then I'm like, Joe loves lavender and vanilla, and they do such a good job. They're
Yeah.
both pouring in throughout the day, both scents. So that's awesome, man.
Yeah. All right, man. So if you want to show off our next scent, and that is chivalry, and I love the little logo
Oh, yeah.
for this one. This one's really sweet. So this is described as a kind of a rugged cologne, and chivalry brings out the best of a man. Pipe tobacco with mint foundations, supported by a subtle woodsy note that catches your attention and transcends your beard to the next degree. Kyle,
You know,
what did you think of this one? I feel like this is one that's really up your alley, if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken.
That's funny that you say that. So all of these scents are like same book, different chapter. If there's one that veers off the path a
Yeah.
little bit, it is chivalry. I like it. That tobacco, I'm not a huge tobacco fan, but that mint calms the tobacco down really nice. And it's not what you're thinking. Every time I think of mint for some reason I think of like a stick of gum, like mint.
Mm,
It's not like that. It's very smooth. It's very smooth, very manly. If you're not a mint fan, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you can handle that tobacco mint, because those are kind of love it or hate it scents,
yeah.
this is really nice. This is a totally different spin on both of those fragrances.
Right. Yeah. So Kyle said it, if mint and tobacco isn't really up your alley, you probably want to stay away from this. The only reason why I would stay away from it is just because it's not really my kind of profile. But by no means does that mean that this wasn't executed really, really well. I can tell when I don't like something combined with the fact that something may not have been executed well. And that would make me say, you know what, this really isn't that great of a product. Chivalry is not the case for this, because just because I don't like a scent does not mean that it's a bad product. Okay. Very clear that reviewers make that clear in their videos. And I want to make that clear right now.
Right.
Chivalry is a very well executed scent, but for my profile, something that I'm only going to use very once in a blue moon, just because of the tobacco mint combination, just doesn't always work for me.
Right. Well said, Joe.
All right, so let's get into this fun one here. Another cool little logo here, and that is the forbidden fruit.
Yes. This one definitely stands out to me.
Mhm. This is another one, and I love your description of same book, different chapters. This
Hmm.
is another chapter that kind of, takes that book to a whole different level on this one. I really thought that this one kind of went on its own little trail. But Kyle, please go ahead and start off with your take on it.
Doesn't want to. This one doesn't want to focus for me.
Okay, I
Can you
can.
hit us with the profile real quick?
Yeah, and this one is a bright and beautiful forbidden fruit, brings a sweet essence of a man's beard. Cocktail fusion of apples, pears, and what's very unique, pepper to satisfy any desired fruit blend. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me
Boy.
see if I could get it to focus. I don't know if you're able
Okay.
to or not, but there you go there.
Close enough. There we go. So The description on the website nails this. First thing I pick up is the apple. I pick up the tart slash sourness of the apple, the pear for sure. But then you get that slight hint of spiciness from the pepper. This one really stands out. I've never smelled one like this in the game, period. I really enjoy this. It's not for everyone, but for me, this is like an everyday wear. I really liked forbidden fruit.
Mhm.
What about you, Joe?
Yeah, so initially I get that apple pretty quickly, which I'm not really surprised at. But what I was surprised was that the pepper came in very gentle for me.
Mm,
I thought that the pepper would be something that would be a little heavy and just add like a complete unique tailspin to both the apple and the pear, but you still get more of the freshness from
yeah.
those fruits than you do with the spice of the pepper. Something very unique, something that I have not seen before. Really, really like it.
Yeah.
All right. And going on to our next scent is the Mariner.
That's what that logo looks like.
Man, that's a good focus. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So we're looking at a fresh, zesty scent reminiscent of a salty ocean air, clean and bright with notes of musk, teakwood, and sea salt. The Mariner brings a welcome freshness to a man's daily routine.
Yeah. So again, perfect description, Brandon and Diego. So I was telling Diego, my wife had a message for them. My wife absolutely loved the Mariner. She is really sensitive to certain types of scents. If it's a little out there, if it's a little strong, she's not into it. She loved when I wore the Mariner. She would actually proactively smell my beard all the time. So just like that ocean air, it's very crisp. It's very manly though, but it's very, I don't want to use the word soft, but it's very gentle. It's very relaxing.
There you go.
This is one that I could wear 24/7, butter, balm,
Mhm.
oil, whatever, and you would have no issue with it. You're not going to offend anyone. And it's just very calming. This is, it's just a very positive scent. I think that's the best
Mhm.
word to describe it.
Dude, man, I feel like we're doing a little bit of false advertising with our channel because we always strive on our different takes. But dude, I have to be on the same board with you on this. So I apologize if you're gonna call us out on some false advertising.
All
We
right.
promise we do have different takes, but man, when we both really like something, we both really like it, and we both are very, enthusiastic about it. This is just one of those very awesome, clean, fresh oceanic type cologne scents. And if you're really into that, to really stay away from that dark type cologne, dude, that's what you're really going to want to get. It's very different than I think it was the Apprentice that we talked about, whereas that darky type cologne, this is on the opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to
Mhm.
colognes. Very fresh, very cool, and just very smooth all around. Killed it on that one.
Oh yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
Love that scent.
All right. And then last but not least, and I think we're doing okay on time, but let's truck through this one, is Workshop. And man, this is such a cool scent. Kyle, show off that bottle there. And we are looking at distinct tones of wood and leather. Workshop is a more sophisticated woodsy oil blend with hints of sandalwood, musk, and vetiver also included in there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of kick us off with this one. We know that there's a lot of what you guys call leatherheads out in the bearded community. If you are huge on leather, you need to pick up this scent because this
Hmm.
scent is, to me, very leather heavy, but it is executed to perfect T. I love the uniqueness of this one. I love that it's called Workshop because I just envision myself going into like an old school type workshop, and just you got the just like leather straps hanging, and just
Nice.
the sawdust and things like that. Just very rugged, a very just very cool scent, man. Like awesome. I love it.
Yeah. I agree with you. So I'm not huge on leather, and I know it's not cedar wood, but I pick up cedar wood. So to me, it's like a combination of cedar wood and leather.
Uh,
I like it. I think that the other ones blow it out of the water, but that's my personal preference.
mhm,
I'm not everybody. Like Joe said, if you're a leatherhead, you're gonna love this scent because it is just like the others. It's a unique spin on leather while still being in that leather category,
mhm.
which is hard to do. So I would, if you're a leather guy, I would recommend it.
Yep. And then just really quick before we move on to our next segment, we do have three balms with three of these scents.
Yep.
The scents and the balms translated perfectly to what the oil smelled like. So if you have both of these products in your beard at the same time, you're going to get an amazing experience with it. I love the perfect balance that they did, making sure that the balms match the oils on that.
Right.
All right, so let's dive into the most important section, and that is how do these products feel in our beards, and what do we recommend them to you?
All right, guys. So as impressive as the scents to us were, I've been waiting for weeks to get to this segment. So the beard oil, I think Diego and Brandon made for me. I really believe that. There is only a couple times out of all the oils that I tried where it is just perfect. I absolutely love the beard oil. It is not thick. It is not thin. It is a perfect medium. Feels amazing in your hand. Spreads exactly like you want it to do, and it soaks right in. This is one that I actually use. I always use the full dropper, but I actually use a couple drops extra because this oil soaks right into my beard. Absolutely love it. My beard loves it even more. Let me go ahead and read you the ingredients. Another thing Diego and Brandon did is they did not reinvent the wheel. They used a lot of products, oils, ingredients that you've heard of that work well, and they executed it great. So we're looking at jojoba oil, castor oil, sweet almond oil, argan oil, coconut oil, vitamin E, and fragrance.
Mhm.
And let me really quick before Joe gives his take, just show you what that looks like. I mean, it's just a gorgeous, clear, maybe a little gold tint. But as you can see, it is not too thick. It is not too thin. What do you
Mhm.
think, Joe?
Yeah, and when I saw jojoba and castor oil as the first two, castor oil is one of the thicker, oil blends that you can get. Jojoba is still known to be a little thicker too,
Mm,
and I really thought that this was going to be a really heavy duty oil, which kind of, made me a little bit nervous at first because I just don't trend towards those. But man, they executed it really well. I think Kyle's right. This is as true of a medium as you can get, and I enjoyed working this product into my beard and of course deep down into my skin. My skin, when my skin received this oil, my skin literally said, "Joe, thank you so much. Please make sure you feed me again with this oil." Man, it's that good. It's that good.
it's
Yeah.
awesome blend. Awesome
Yes.
blend.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and talk about their balm. Now, it's weird. The more thick, the more long my beard gets, I'm using balm more and more. Don't ask me why. I
Mhm.
think it's really just learning how to use balm, but that's a whole nother story. So real quick, the ingredients on the balm are cocoa butter, mango butter, beeswax, jojoba oil, castor oil, argan oil, coconut oil, essentials, and fragrance. Again, nothing we've never heard of before, just executed to perfection. Absolutely love this
Mhm.
balm. So here's what I'll say about this balm. Again, it is not too heavy. It is not too light. Sometimes if a balm's heavy, I'm just going over the top with it. This one I actually put into my palms, my fingertips, and I go up and all the way through my beard. It holds your beard, but it's a creamier type of balm. Do you agree with
Mhm.
me on that, Joe?
Yeah, and again, I was so surprised by this because as part of the presentation, and I don't know if you have one handy, I
Yeah,
mine
I
somewhere.
got it.
It
Oh, yeah.
comes with a guitar pick, and which is awesome, by the way. So when I saw the pick, I was like, "Oh man, okay, we're gonna have a really firm bomb here. That obviously we're gonna use that to scoop out." Well, of course, I tried with my finger first, like most bearded men do, and I mean, I was at first wondering, well, what was the point of the guitar pick? But you know what? It's cool. It adds to the presentation.
Yeah.
You don't need it for the balm, but man, Kyle hit it right on the head. It is a perfect blend of a nourishing but very good styling balm. When I put it in my beard, I enjoyed the fact that it took care of the flyaways that I always have issues with. But during the day, I was getting that extra nourishment that my beard needed throughout the day, just like the oil did for my skin. The balm did a really, really good job for the actual beard hair itself.
Hmm. Yeah. Absolutely, brother. So we have one more product to show you. This one I only used.
Yeah.
No difference. I love this. They told us that before they launched, it took like something like a year or something. I totally get it. So this is their Dapper Wax. That's what that looks like there. Awesome little 1 ounce gold tin. And we are looking at, let's see here, beeswax, carnauba wax, lanolin, shea butter, coconut oil, pinon pine resin, and fragrance oil blend. So this is a all-purpose wax. This is not a beard wax. This is not a mustache wax. It's an all-purpose wax. And again, they just executed it to perfection. So I like to rock a big stash. I actually just trimmed it recently, but I mean, it's all the way down to here. I use wax, I don't want to say on the regular, but at least once a week. So I don't like to run it all the way through my beard. What I did with this is just put a tiny bit on both fingertips, just like you're going to kind of roll your mustache, except I'm just going over the top with my beard. I like having my beard nice and neat right here, but I have a naturally curly beard and it dips, as you guys know. So what I kind of do is pull it out here and then go down, take the stash, and don't go crazy. Don't need to twist it or anything, but just get the wax all up in there, recomb it, or use your fingertips for style. It was perfect. It did not weigh my beard down. My beard did not look sculpted, but it held it in place just like it should. Like any other wax, if you use too much, you use too little, there could be issues. But once you figure out what's right for your beard, this stuff was awesome.
Did you find it to be
Go ahead, Joe.
significantly firmer than the balm?
I did find it significantly firmer than the balm, but in a different way. It was firmer, but it wasn't more sculpting. Yeah. Does that make sense? Really,
well,
basically, just
and that's why I asked, because there's a lot of times where companies will have a wax and then they'll have a really firm balm, and it's like, what's the point of having both? Yes. So right. I'm glad to hear that, and although I didn't try it, I'm glad to hear that they still created two totally different products, and they both have a purpose of being in the lineup.
Right. Yeah. No. Really good point. The balm is awesome. The wax takes it to the next level as far as holding your beard down. You just need a really little bit. And I want to say it again, it doesn't sculpt your beard. If you're looking to handlebar your mustache, it'll work. You probably want more of a secondary hold, but this is just to hold it in place, not to sculpt, which I really appreciated. So those are the three products, guys. You can probably hear it in the excitement in our voice. I love testing brand new companies and them knocking it out of the park. I full-heartedly recommend this company. If you say it's a few bucks over the average, you're right. In my opinion, it's worth it. Go out and give them a try.
Yep. Yeah, man, you couldn't say it any better, itself. I love the brand itself. I love the logos. I love the way it looks. I love the way that they're doing this from Florida, from California, tattoo shops, barber shops, two of our favorite things. As you can see, I love tattoos. I love, I'm rocking the mullet. So I love getting my haircut done at the barber shop. Man,
me too.
Dude, they're just exactly, Kyle. Dude, they're just absolutely killing it from all directions. Be on the lookout for this company, because there are some amazing things coming from them in the future. I guarantee it. But right now, they're out of the gate hot, in our opinion.
Yes. I'm just going to repeat what Joe said. I think this is a company that is not going anywhere. I think once it takes time.
In a good way, they're not going anywhere.
Yes, in a good way. They're not going anywhere, meaning we're going to be seeing more and more of them. It takes time. Once more guys get this stuff in their beard, I really think they're going to take off. And we're not getting a commission. We're not getting paid to say that. We don't even have a discount code for you. This is our honest opinion. Right. So, gosh, I think that was a pretty thorough review for you. I know this is a bit of a longer one. Hopefully you're still with us. If you are, thank you so much. Joe, anything else before we get out of here?
Dude, I think we covered it.
We said it all.
Thank you again to all our viewers. A big thank you to Brandon and Diego for, trusting us to do this review. Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, that's all the time that we have for you. But as always, keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Cousins out.